here? It's here. Well, this is a really funny thing. You know what happened just now? I thought of something that I wanted to say, and it was something really deep and really cool and like a big secret. And you know what Prakriti did? She stopped that camera from working. So, probably I should have just done audio, right? But I didn't think of that. Oh, stop this. 30 days left for activation. I reloaded the whole operating system because of this problem with the camera that I couldn't. After I've like done 2-3 videos, it won't capture anymore, and I don't know why. And it's the ULEAD program. It's this. I'm using this really cute program called ULEAD. It's probably ancient, and anyway, something I was going to tell you, but that's what she does, you know. Mother Nature is like, nope, it's not time yet, so I'm not going to let you reveal this secret, because it was a really big secret. But if I think of it, I'll tell you. That happened. That was what was happening in '99 when I was going to Sri Atmananda in 1999, and we were sitting on the roof of his little house in the ashram in Tamil Nadu, in Tiruvannamalai, in India, with Soumya, and I was asking him questions, and I remembered what it was. Part of it I remembered. I was asking him questions, and his tape recorder would stop working. It would just stop. Why? Because Earth consciousness was not prepared to know the stuff that my system was going for. And he actually said that. He told Soumya that, basically. I'm 100% sure that she did not understand that that's what he was telling her. That here's a high seeker, a high being, a seeker. Somebody's pretending to be a seeker. I'm not a seeker, actually. I could care less. I couldn't care less. A high being has come to me and is asking these questions, posing these questions. But the mother doesn't want this to be revealed yet, so she stopped the tape recorder, and all kinds of problems would happen. It just didn't work. Mother does this. You know, like your car cuts out at a certain moment and leaves you stranded somewhere. Well, she did that. And why? Because something has to happen to balance your karma, or you have to meet your future wife or husband, and they're going to come along and help you get out, stuck, get away from, stuff like that has happened to you. You know what happens. Bad stuff happens, and there's a good result. Something, we say bad and good. There's a little story in German. Soll ich das auf Deutsch erzählen? I don't think so. You won't understand me, but it's German Week, and I love German. Ich liebe die deutsche Sprache, die ist wirklich einmalig, ne? Und jetzt weiß ich, dass mein Dialekt, mein Akzent ist wirklich amerikanisch, und das tut mir wirklich leid. Aber jahrelang habe ich Deutsch gesprochen, ohne einen Akzent, einen sehr merkbaren Akzent. Oh, you know what's happening right now? I can smell the rice. I have to stop this and go and check the rice because I left the flame on really high. Hang on. Oh, it's working again. How much do you want to bet when I close down this program and then I try to open it again on this account, then it'll stop working. So what I have to do is I have to make a new user account every time I want to use this, because it's saving some settings in user data. Yeah, that's what's going to, and in app data. I'm going to have to go in there and like wipe that out every time. I'll figure it out how this works, this silly camera, when I want to make a video, because that's what's been happening. I've been trying to make videos on the computer and it says will not capture, but I made a new account and it's capturing. Ha ha ha. So it's something in the user data. Okay, so I turned the rice down a little bit, put some more water in. It really was ready to start burning again, which I did yesterday. Brian loves burnt food. He came in the house. He was like, "What smells so good in here?" You know how when you burn something, it's like really awful, this acrid burning smell around the house? Whenever I do that and he comes home, he's like, "Wow, I'm hungry. What is it? I smell it. It's good." And he actually likes burnt food. I never met anybody like that before. He really likes burned food, like really burned food. Really burned. That's a sign of a very Rajasic person. Rajasic people like burned food. That's what it says in the Bhagavad Gita. I know this doesn't mean anything to you. Okay, so I was in the ashram. It was 1999, 2000, whenever it was, and this person, there is actually nobody here speaking to you right now. In fact, when you listen to this video, you know that the person who made this video is somewhere else, gone. It's only a message, it's an echo. It's a signal. Think of it like that. It's a signal, and not just a video signal, not just an audio signal. It's a signal. Questions that I would ask, and I already said that, and it was Mother Nature couldn't handle it, and so she shut down the equipment. So that kind of stuff happens. And what else? And then, okay. Yeah, I remember what I was going to talk about. And this is so cute. It's just, this is like, because this is everything. I'm on delay, like Swamiji would tell me to do something and I wouldn't be able to do it. So now I'm doing it, like 5, 6, 7 years later, or 2 years later, whatever it is. He told me one time that I should write a book about living with Swamiji. He said to me, if some author can make millions of dollars, or whatever it is, hundreds of thousands or whatever, by writing about some bogus criminal, like some corrupt politician, then why shouldn't you make money or, become successful by writing about living with Sri Atmananda, an enlightened Sadguru? And at the time I was like, okay, but I couldn't do it. It was my system was still so down, and so I was so much in dejection that I could not do it. So now I'm starting to pick up and perk up and remember all this stuff that happened. It was really cool and really funny and really sad and really difficult, and really it was a big joke, a big cosmic joke. So now I'm doing it. So always these introductions get so long. Okay. People want to know what it's like to live with a guru. And I've done it. I've lived in an ashram with a guru. And have enjoyed his attentions. And I remember one time a guy came, his name was Brian. Now don't get confused, this is not the Brian that I live with in this house. It was a Brian, and his name is not spelled like brain with AI transposed, which his name is B-R-Y-A-N, and you know who you are, dear Brian. And I'm just recounting this because it was just so adorable. You came to the ashram, and you don't know who you are, but I know who you are. I'm sure that you don't know who you are, but I have this ability to know who people are in their past lives, and I can see very clearly who you are, and I knew why you were there, but you didn't. Now, aren't you curious? Oh, I'm so sorry. But anyway, I'm just bragging right now, because this is also another tamasic thing. Tamasic people are arrogant. Okay. People are not tamasic. Human beings are basically sattvic. That's what somebody said, and I understood that yesterday from his website, from reading. But when I'm in tamas, I get arrogant and cocky, so... but it's true, I do have that ability, and I saw who you were. I could see very clearly who you are. And you came to the ashram, and you stayed, I don't know what it was, a few weeks. And people in the movement, devotees of this master, always have this feeling, I want to come to the ashram, I want to be in the ashram. Well, you don't, people. Trust me. You do not want to come and be there. You just think you do. It's only meant for certain people who really have a role to play. That's what he said. He said, you're here because you have a role to play. And he screamed at me. He humiliated me. He stood me up in front of people and told all kinds of crazy things. He told all kinds of crazy things behind my back. If I told you all of the stuff that went on, my God, it would take years. But just some of the things, nutsy things that happened.